Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wing Commander Saga. My name is Burning Earth Chris, and I'm going to be your pilot tonight. So first off, before we begin, I want to say a big thank you to the folks in the Time Warriors Discord for giving me some advice on how to improve my LP. They did suggest that I do shorter episodes from here on out, so the episodes are probably going to be about a half an hour to 45 minutes in length from this point forward. The endgame missions might get a little longer than that, so just keep that in mind. They do run quite a bit of time, so... Okay, so... To begin, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the campaign room, and we're going to select the Darkest Dawn campaign. So, this is the main campaign of Wing Commander Saga, and it takes place about a month after the prologue, so, let's get right into it. And here's the startup room of the TCS Hermes. So, TCS Hermes. I wish I could read that. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Echo 2, form on my wing. Parade position. Make it tight, make it close.
Affirmative, sir.
Lima 1, have we picked up our friends yet?
Looks like we kicked over a hornet's nest. I am picking up 9 capital ships, one of them a carrier. Also picking up a lot of smaller targets. Fighters, looks like at least 60.
Hermes Control, Wing Commander here. Urathi carrier in sight. Opposition is expected. Moving to engage.
Open a comm channel for me.
Channel is open.
Hermes Flight Group, this is the captain. You know what was lost. You know how they died. You know who did it. You know what to do. Godspeed, and come back alive.
Coexistence, not conflict, is the new Grenadian policy, according to a spokesperson. Confederation officials are now meeting with the Grenadians to dissuade them of this new approach, arguing that there was no evidence that the Kilrathi have ever honored a negotiated peace.
4 weeks after the loss of the Wellington, and they still haven't released an official report. No truth in the news, and no news in the truth.
This is your Captain Crazy Jane speaking. We are just a few minutes inbound to Fort Jackson. Comms still seem to be down, but we should have her in sight just as we pass around the moon. Oh my god!
Unidentified shuttle. This is Zulu 1. Call sign Jaws. I have radar lock on you. Squawk IFF codes and identify yourself.
Shuttle 236 inbound for Fort Jackson for refueling
And transfer to TCS Hermes.
Well, dear, here's the bad news. Fort Jackson ain't there anymore. You better want to hurry.
There might be Kilrathi in the area.
What?
You are still in unsecured airspace, but here's the good news. You are cleared direct to the Hermes. Sending coordinates now.
Coordinates received.
Welcome to the front lines.
Dun dun dun. So, this is the only time this narrative appears in the main campaign. So, essentially what happens is, Markham lands on the TCS Hermes after the Wellington was destroyed. There's a Wizard of Oz joke made just as he gets aboard, and he essentially gets called Dorothy by one of the higher tier pilots known as Grey Wolf, so we'll hear more of that in the main campaign. Let's get right into it.
This is Captain Moran. Those pilots and crew joining the Hermes from various venues, welcome aboard. Those from the Wellington, our condolences for the loss of your vessel. She was a good ship. You joined 4,000 of the finest crew and pilots anywhere in the Terran fleet. With 9 combat squadrons and 6 escorting warships, the Hermes battle group is one of the most powerful strike groups in the Vega sector. Our battle record and reputation speak for us. Our comrades respect us. Our Our enemies fear us. I do not know what the news networks have been broadcasting, but I will be frank with you. The war is at a stalemate. The Navy has been forced to deploy outdated light carriers to the front in an effort to replace the recently sustained losses, most notably among them, the carriers lost during the Battle of Earth. Being one of the few con-fed fleet carriers in this quadrant, we make a big and juicy target. Needless to say, the Kilrathi have placed a high priority on the destruction of our carrier. They enjoy an overwhelming advantage in numbers of fighters of all classes and capital ships. Kilrathi have the upper hand, and they know it. During the past 2 weeks, we've been in the Chengdu system battling a Kilrathi battle group centered around the heavy carrier KIS Gapthrak. During our skirmishes, we have taken out a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, and half of her fighter complement. We've also put 3 torpedoes into the Gapthrak, forcing her to retreat back to a Kilrathi naval base. We're now positioned in the Brimstone system to hunt down a few Kilrathi raiders. Sadly, at 0414 hours today, Rear Admiral Callahan, our battle group commander, succumbed to injuries he received during the last attack on our ship. Funeral proceedings will be announced at a later date. We can all honor his memory by continuing to carry out our duties effectively and efficiently. Always a point of pride for Admiral Callahan. One more thing. A note to the current members of the 811th Bloodhounds. Colonel Walker has appointed Major Kenny Bawes to your vacant squadron leader position. Even our most experienced pilots will no doubt learn much under the tutelage of such a decorated combat veteran. Moran out.
By the way, something I forgot to mention in the last episode, this game is actually built on the FreeSpace 2 engine, so if any of this of the interface looks kind of familiar to you, that's why. So, alright, into the main campaign we go, and we do have Kettle from the Prologue campaign leading our squadron, so that's some good news. Let's go see.
I am Major Bawes, the new squadron leader for the Bloodhounds. Some of you might already know me from our time on the Wellington. Our squadron is on rotation for the next patrol duty. I will be pairing up the new pilots with veterans from the squadron so the newcomers can be broken in. Sandman, you will be assigned to Grey Wolf. You two will be Alpha Wing and patrol the Hermes' right flank in a standard 3-point diamond patrol. Sweep these 3 nav points, then head back to the Hermes. Use your best judgment out there. Dispatch anything your Hellcats can take on. But if you find anything big out there, you are ordered to report back with the information. Do not engage it. Information in the battlefield is power, and far outweighs you getting killed. Bravo Wing will consist of...
Who cares about Bravo Wing? Okay, so sweep the 3 nav points in the standard diamond patrol. If you encounter any capital ships, report back with the information. Let's get into it.
Greetings, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Commander Kate Sweeney here. I run the switchboard. Listen to what I say, don't give me attitude, and we'll get along just fine. Alpha Wing, you have clearance for launch.
Here we go.
Be wary of nearby traffic. 4 arrows on cap and 1 shuttle outbound.
Confirming. Establishing flight coordinates now.
Routine patrol, ready to go.
No patrol is routine, Dorothy.
I would prefer if you didn't call me that.
Suit yourself, Toto.
I think I'd prefer Dorothy after all.
Attaboy. Now, set a course for the next waypoint.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Yeah, be prepared to hear Dorothy a lot from Grey Wolf. Have I mentioned this game has amazing music? It's composed by Jeff Ball and Tim Janssens, based on themes from George Oldzai, the composer of Wing Commander 3 and 4. We got enemies.
On the firing line. Enemy ships incoming.
No thanks, how about you? But yeah, I love video game music, and Wing Commander music is some of my favorite, so that's a little fun fact about me. Oh, and since we didn't fly the, whoops. Since we didn't fly the Hellcat in the, Prologue campaign, I wanted to point out that it's a moderation between the Thunderbolt and the Arrow. It's kind of a mix of the two. Okay, Han Solo.
Alright, let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
It's kind of a moderation between the Arrow and the Thunderbolt. It's a medium fighter. Its guns are pretty good. It has a limited number of missiles, but no torpedoes. It's a little slower, but it's also a little bit tougher than the Arrow. But yeah. Let's move on.
Hey, Viper, what's going on?
Same old, same old. Making sure this flying bullseye gets out of the system, okay?
They're playing guard dog in a gated community. Well, apparently this suburb's going downhill. We ran into some cats at our last nav point.
Thanks for the heads up.
Dorothy, set course for nav 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Oops. Trying to remember how to target my wing, but that's okay. Worry about it later. Yeah, you can select fighters based on their wing, so like Alpha Wing, Beta Wing, Delta Wing, Gamma Wing, they all have hotkeys, so that's a neat little thing.
Lock and load on the firing line. Enemy ships incoming.
Here we go. That's my best impression of a cat hissing, I'm sorry. Come on, you son of a bitch. Nice!
Get cocky.
Nice! That was a good shot.
Picking up some funky signals at the edge of my scope. You detecting that?
I am.
Yes, sir, I am.
Very well. Better check it out. I'm updating your nav computer with a new location for nav 4.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Maybe they're friendlies. Who am I kidding? They're probably Kilrathi.
Well, looky what we got here.
Sensors say 1 light carrier and 1 destroyer.
Dorothy, do not attack those captions. Fighters are fair game.
Roger that. Here we go. Is that like a Kilrathi belief that if you eat people's hearts that you become more courageous? I remember something in the old days, like the medieval times I think, but they ate people's brains to make themselves smarter. I don't think it really worked out, but you know. Kind of makes me gag just thinking about it. Ugh. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? Whoa. Let me take you out with guns. Yeah! Oof. Sorry, Grey Wolf. Ah, okay, you win. You got that one.
Dorothy, time to get the hell out of here. We're extracting to nav 5 so the cats won't find the Hermes position.
Roger that.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Are they still on our tail?
I doubt it. Anyway, set course back for the Hermes.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Let's get moving. Not bad for our first sortie on the Hermes.
Hermes Control, this is Alpha Flight. We come across a light carrier and her destroyer escort.
Roger that, Lieutenant. I'm relaying your report to the Colonel. How did the new pilot do?
Well, he came back alive. Enough said.
Very well. Alpha Wing, you have clearance to land.
And just like on the Wellington, all you have to do is fly into the halfway point of the Hermes hangar deck in order to dock.
Good job on the patrol work, Lieutenants. Not only did you sweep all the nav points of Kilrathi fighters, you stumbled upon the location of a Kilrathi light carrier and brought that information back alive. Intel has identified the Kilrathi light carrier as the KIS Tharkmar and the destroyer as the KIS Dyagyug. These two have been driving the local defense forces up the wall. Rest assured, we'll be planning offensive operations in the next few hours. Dismissed.
And by the next few hours, he means the next mission. Let's go.
Since we confirmed the location of the KIS Tharkmar, Colonel Walker has been sending wings from the other squadrons to flush out her fighter complement. We've cut our fighters down to size, and now it's time to drop the hammer. We are sending in a strike to finish her off. Alpha Wing will be me, Phalanx, Grey Wolf, and Sandman. I will be the flight leader and overall command of the strike. Our flight of 4 Hellcats will provide primary fighter cover. First, we will head to Nav 1 and sweep out the few remaining fighters that Tharkmar has on her decks. Once that is done, we will proceed to Nav 2, where the carrier has retreated toward the Dakota jump point. Bravo Wing, a trio of Thunderbolts from the Mudshark Squadron, will be there to provide additional fighter cover if needed, but their main job is to go after the Tharkmar's destroyer escort. If they need a hand, we will help them out. Our Hellcats and Thunderbolts only have a few minutes to clear out all enemy fighters and defenses. When that time is up, Charlie Wing, consisting of 2 longbows from the Williamsell Squadron, will enter the combat area and commence their torpedo runs against the Tharkmar. When all is done, we will return to the Hermes via Nav 3, as not to reveal her location to any cats in the area.
Sounds good to me. So, destroy the KIS Tharkmar, so Charlie Wing can commence their torpedo runs against the carrier. Help Charlie and the Bravo Wings to destroy the KIS Tharkmar. How do you pronounce the name of the destroyer again?
Bloodhounds, Mudsharks, you have clearance to launch.
Alpha and Bravo Wings, form on my wing. You guys know the drill. Set autopilots for Nav 1. Sandman, I'm making you the leader of Alpha Flight.
Ah, sweet!
You'll be in overall command of the mission, but I want to see how you can lead a 4-plane flight in combat.
Really think that's a good idea?
Grey Wolf, cool it. I just want to see what he's made of.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Alright, so when you're the leader of a flight formation, you can essentially give commands to your other wingmen. So if I press C, that brings up the communications menu. So, you can message an individual ship, an entire wing of fighters, or all fighters. And the wing commander commands are essentially what you would expect in a wing commander video game. Destroy a target, disable my target, protect my target, form on my wing, cover me, etc. Alright, off to Nav 1.
Fighters on approach. Take it to them.
Here we go. Yeah, laugh it up, fuzzball. Damn it, missed. Alright. Oh, right.
Break formation and open fire. Roger, will go.
I'm trying not to use more than one missile on a fighter here. Missiles are extremely precious in this game, so Whoops. Okay, I guess that got him.
All clear. Send course to nav 2.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Form up on me.
Roger, Wilco.
Here we go.
Enemy ship sighted. Looks like we're right on time.
Looks like that destroyer's shield generators are down. But Sharks, it's all yours.
Roger that. Psychopath, Avatar, do not attack. The destroyer is mine. Yeah, whatever. We'll keep the little ones off you. Of course, Captain.
Hmm.
Selfish bastard. I heard that, Lieutenant. I'm reporting you to Major Delaney as soon as this is over.
A little fun fact for you all.
Laid out the red carpet. Let's not keep them waiting, boys. After some fighters, Narcats. No match for our Hellcats.
Break and light them up.
Bloodhounds, take out that fighter cover.
A little fun fact for you all. Psychopath is voiced by Robert S. Benjamin, one of my closest friends and great voice actor, prolific voice actor. He has worked on several of my projects, and he is going to be playing one of the main antagonists of Earthlink Origins, so keep an eye out for that. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. But yeah, I was very surprised to see Robert in this game, but it is not unwelcome, and he does the sort of part of Psychopath extremely well. So booyah!
These fires have been heavy. More than I expected. Oh, so you need assistance. Help. Backup. Maybe rocket boat. You were trying to take my kill. You do not attack.
Uh-oh.
Damn, Captain McCoy's down.
Gives a shit. Wow. Look how well this stupid burn. Better than gasoline.
The mud sharks can be inconsiderate bastards, you know that?
Nice thing about this war. The idiots can never escape Darwin's law.
Uh-oh.
Chatter, mud sharks. Just kill the destroyer.
There he goes. Ah! Maybe I shouldn't have fired that one off. Whoops. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna divert more power to my other systems here. Nadagyug? Is that how you say that? Is that how you say that?
I need to send my condolences to the Emperor. Does anyone know where we can send flowers? Or maybe one of those rubber mice?
Oh, Avatar. We're gonna have fun with him in later missions.
This is the William Tells. We're commencing our torpedo run. Cover us if you can.
You heard the man.
Alright, so the William Tells pilot the longbows. They're essentially the bombers of the game. We'll be flying them in later missions.
More fighters are being launched. They're going after the bombers. Get them.
Alrighty. Right.
Attack my target.
Locked in. He's mine.
I'm gonna take down a different one. Hey, get back here, you son of a bitch. Oh, did you evade that? Come on, that's not fair. Whoops. See ya. Alright, one missile left. Can we make it count? Yes! Alright, there goes the carrier.
Oh yeah, scratch one flat top.
Right down for me. That was just a cheap escort job.
Look at that explosion, though. Holy crap.
Major, I read multiple disturbances at the jump point. Definitely Kilrathi. One heavy carrier, Bantakara class, 2 heavy cruisers, 4 destroyers, 2 corvettes.
Somehow
Woof.
they look happy to see us.
We've already done our job. All fighters withdraw.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Alright, let's do what he says. Done all we can.
Nobody's home.
All pilots, set course for the Hermes.
Roger that.
Proceed to next waypoint. Mission complete.
Sandman, you're first in the cycle.
Need clearance, TCS Hermes.
Welcome back, pilots. Nice job on that little carrier. You are cleared to land.
Alright folks, so I'm going to end the episode here. If you guys like this video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, tell me how I'm doing. If you really like this video, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/burningearthvfx. Help support the channel. This among other projects that I got planned. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Wing Commander Saga. Take care.
Good job out there, Bloodhounds. The destruction of the Kilrathi light carrier would have wrestled this system back under Confederation control. However, the arrival of the new heavy carrier group has spoiled those plans. We've identified the Kilrathi heavy carrier as the KIS Tepuask. Intelligence reports that the commander of that vessel has a bone to pick with Captain Moran. Apparently these two go way back. Needless to say, Tactical has ascertained that this Kilrathi will follow us anywhere to restore his honor. To that I say, bring it on. There will be a funeral for Captain Paul McCoy on the flight deck at 1800 hours. Uniform is Class A dress blues. Until then, we'll remain on standby alert. Dismissed.
Remember the name, Tepuask. If you like this video, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/burningearthvfx. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.